So we're rolling into Greensboro here if you just want to look out the window. And this tiny little town, I mean, you would drive through here in a heartbeat. You would never know that these brands, that Hill Farmstead and that Jasper Hill cheese, are just tucked back here. And this is the Willey store. It's important that we visit a place like this because people around the world are enjoying Hill Farmstead and Jasper Hill, but if you lived right here in Greensboro, you need this. So I'm gonna go in there and let's go talk to Rob Hurst. He's the owner. They've been a 5th generation family here owning the Willey store. But here's my number one question. 5 generations your family's owned the store. I mean, what does that feel like for you?
Well, I mean, there's a certain level of pride that goes along with it. But also, too, there's a lot of ghosts. Like, not like paranormal ghosts. It's just that, you know, growing up here and everything else like that, in my mind, you know, I have people coming in and situations of where I've been, and of course working the floor and everything else like that. So there's a lot of memories that always keep coming back. And I kind of see as like an overlay of everything, of the way it was, the way it used to be. You know, and I get into arguments a lot because, you know, this is how we always have done things, and then nowadays we're going to change it because, well, this is how we're going to do it now.
So it's like the balance of progress and adaptation versus history and tradition.
So it was 3 stores. You have the main one, which you came in where the registers are. You have this building, which was the second one. This is 2 buildings in one.
That were joined.
That were joined later on.
But your family ended up taking over over time.
All 3.
And do you remember your childhood memories of running around this place, I guess?
Oh yeah. Small little things with my grandmother.
Cool. All right, so what is this portion?
So this is the old living space where my great-grandparents and my great-great-grandparents lived originally when they were here.
Right here?
Yep. So, and we just turned it into clothing. You can see we used the built-in furniture and stuff that they did.
Oh yeah, wow. Once a closet, always a closet.
Exactly, yeah. Once again, it's another time capsule where you can see, you know, the original floor, the original wallpaper.
Holy smokes, yeah.
You know, it's been kept in pretty much the same pristine.
I mean, like, if I am here and I, like, delete out in my mind all those shoe boxes, it does look like a house.
Yeah. So this is the room where my grandmother was born.
Right in here?
Right in here. Yep, right here. This room.
Your grandma was born here? Oh my God. That's wild. Oh, wait. We gotta take a quick stop here. Look at this. Yeah, look at this.
We have the best selection of Jasper Hill. There's a ton of things you can't get at any other store. They don't distribute to anybody but us. We also have the best pricing for all of it as well that you'll find in any other store.
In the whole country?
In the country. We have the best selection and the best pricing.
I mean, you say cheese.
Cheese.
All right, so we're driving outside of Greensboro. I mean, we're what, 2 minutes outside of town. Up here in this hills, you pan out. And I mean, you leave town and immediately feel like you're out in the sticks again, which you are. All right, so we are not more than a 5-minute drive from downtown Greensboro. This behind me right here is the world famous Jasper Hill Farm. This is where they make all of their award-winning cheeses. I mean, these cheeses win number one cheese in the world. It's served at the White House, eaten by me. And by many others. Incredible cheese. And I will say that I never knew that cheese could be as good as it is until I had Jasper Hill cheese. Now, if you live in this community and you work at Jasper Hill, or you enjoy the cheese and you live in Greensboro, you still need a place to come. And I feel like that is where Willey's really holds it down locally. Something that is crucial to understand about general stores like Willey's is how much money they can keep circulating within the local economy. For example, this is Snug Valley Farm, which is just 10 miles away or so in East Hardwick. Willey's can open a whole new marketplace for Snug Valley, so they can do what they love, which is to raise great animals that turn into meat. And then Willey's can provide that to their customers. And I think there is such a deep emotional investment, but also a financial investment in the community that is so crucial to understand. So Christina, what's your favorite part of the store?
Wow.
What's your favorite part?
At the moment, it's the deli.
The deli?
Yes.
Great.
We don't have a manager in there, so I kind of took over. So long, as well as being the general manager stuff, I also now working in the deli and working with the crew in here, and I've just kind of fallen in love with it. And like, so we have a little bit of everything. We've got kind of like a lower price point, which is like the AG stuff that we do. We also have like kind of the medium price point, which is like the stuff that we're cutting ourselves. And then we do get the local meats and stuff like that. We've got Snug Valley, Bartlett Farms, all of those. Some of those people actually used to work here in the deli, which is really fun to get their product in here now. Yeah. We just have to kind of toe the line a little bit and have something for everyone.
Yeah.
Going along with the local theme, which we should say most everything is within like 3 miles. So all of our local beers are here, and of course within close distance is Hill's Farmstead, and we are one of their outlets. So we always end up carrying certain types of Hills, especially in these bottles. We are one of only a handful of places that actually carry the Hill's Farmstead brand. So much the same as Jasper Hill, we're a destination for beer as well as cheese.
All right, so not more than a 3-minute drive up from Jasper Hill. And we're really just very, very close to the edge of town here in Greensboro. This is Hill Farmstead Brewery, the Hill Farmstead. This place is legendary, okay? The guy, Sean Hill, starts his brewery. He wins best brewer in the world 9 out of 10 years in a row. The 10th year that he didn't win it, he got 2nd place. And that, was probably the judge's error. This place is really incredible. People drive here from all over the world. They journey here to get beer. Now, this beer is very, very difficult to get. You can get it distributed on kegs around Vermont in just a few locations. But if you actually want to get bottles of Hill Farmstead, it is extremely tough to get outside of their bottle shop here, except at the Willey store. Well, this is truly grandfathered. I mean, it's
Yes.
great grandfather.
Yes, the only reason why technically we're still operating is because it keeps getting handed down and not a actual sale. Because as soon as you sell it, you lose all your grandfather.
Right, but it's actually a huge problem though, right? Because if you don't have that generational
Correct.
pass, then it becomes prohibitively expensive for the next generation or the next generation of ownership to take over, right?
Well, I mean, yes. If my nieces took over, they would be fine. They could still run. But if I was to be the last one, or I decided to say I'm done,
Right.
No one's going to buy this building because it's not viable as a
Right, but this is a very crucial and difficult thing, which is that if you don't have the next familial generation ready and willing and able to take over the store, and you have to pass it on, getting a building like this up to code is insane.
It's a nightmare.
Can these your oil furnaces?
Yeah, oil furnaces.
Oh, look at that old chimney, huh?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. What did you say about not touching anything? I didn't think there'd be ash in there. There's actual.
There probably is.
There's soot in there. Yeah. See, I thought there was going to be a hidden message from a past generation. Maybe it's just
hidden joke. Don't touch things.
What do you feel like you don't have anymore? I mean, I feel like there's everything imaginable that I can imagine.
So a lot of the bigger stuff we can't have, like lumber. Lumber is the big thing that we don't carry because we don't have a lumber. So that's one of the downsides of being so.
Yeah. Do you have bricks?
Yep. So we do have some downstairs. We got stove bricks.
Do you have pet food?
Yep. Pet food is over in that aisle a couple of ways down.
One of the things that just surprises me about the Willey store is the sheer number of SKUs, stock keeping units. all these different items they have here. And it's like, this store has been here for so long that there's just this enormous accumulation of different products. And I think one of the obvious challenges of maintaining Willey store, its momentum into the future, is how do you modernize? How do you keep track of all this stuff?
Now here's where you can see the 1, 2, and the 3
Yeah.
different stores with the space in between.
Oh yeah. So which one?
So this is the original one.
Yeah.
And then this is where we are now, and this is over a little bit more where we were down underneath.
Oh, okay. So cool.
Houseware's up here.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, it has a whole different feel.
Oh yeah.
This is like real history. This is serious history. George Aiken was a Republican senator, U.S. senator, who was right before Patrick Leahy, and the two of them together were the longest-serving consecutive senators in American history. Yep. It is no surprise that the world is changing a lot and very quickly. But it's very easy to think of online retail, and that pressure is just this idea. And so for me, coming to a place like this and really trying to understand what that feels like in the flesh is really important, because for Rob and his team here at Willey's, it's the reality of the challenge of keeping the lights on, not just for themselves, but for the entire Greensboro community. And I think it's important for us as consumers to just acknowledge and understand. When you look forward to like the next 15, 20, 30 years, I mean, what does that look like for you and Willey's?
Probably the same amount. You'll find me downstairs in my desk if you don't find me upstairs in the attic or something of that sort. I mean, I always joke that, I'm just going to die somewhere in the store and people are going to find me eventually.
Christina will find you.
Yeah, Christina will find me one day and go from there. But no, a lot of the same. I'm hoping, depending on how it goes, the next 15 years will let me know what my succession plan is going to be. Whether or not it's going to be one of my nieces or cousins, or if it's going to be, I'm going to set up like the Albany store that they have like a town council that runs it or something like that. Somewhere along that. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking for clarity. So this is the Willey store. Whereas so many people know Greensboro for Hill Farmstead and Jasper Hill and that global reach, you cannot have a vibrant community without an anchor like the Willey store. This place has been here for 5 generations and hopefully will be here for many more. And not just for legacy, but for really the material, meaningful health of this community. Thank you all for joining me here. I hope you have the opportunity to come by and visit sometime.